My boyfriend said I got gonorrhea from riding the tractor in my bathing suit. Because this week, we watched... I didn't write down the numbers at all.
Season 9, Episode 16, The Burning.
What were you going to say?
Arby's, beef and cheese. Do you believe in God? So, Katie.
Hello, Derek.
How did you like The Burning? That's just a funny sentence to say.
You know what? I laughed pretty consistently throughout this episode. You laughed some too.
There were some funny things. There was some funny lines. I don't think this episode
gets the credit it deserves.
Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. The Burning was written by Jennifer Crittenden. Crittenden?
You can never say her name.
No. It was directed by Andy Ackerman, and it aired on March 19th, 1998. The rankings are divided. Screen Crush had this as the 155th best episode.
No.
Vulture had it as the 28th best episode.
Also no.
And IMDb had it as the 82nd best episode. So we got good, we got bad, we got right in the middle. Nobody knows what to do with gonorrhea.
Well, let's throw it back to last week when I asked you if you remembered what this was about.
I don't know.
So?
I did not.
No. I'll read the thing. Kramer and Mickey act out medical scenes. Putty tells Elaine he's religious. Jerry's girlfriend says it's me. George tries to go out on a high note.
How do you feel about the dual meaning of The Burning?
Wait, what's the other meaning?
Well, one of them is hell.
Oh. I was just thinking of gonorrhea.
Oh.
Well, since I didn't get it.
I think...
I you know what? The title has so little meaning to me that I forgot that that's what it was called.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I obviously didn't know the title.
Yeah.
Etc. But I mean, pretty avant-garde, racy for a late 90s network sitcom to have an episode about gonorrhea.
And to say gonorrhea over and over.
Kramer
and over.
literally walks into a room and announces, well, I've got gonorrhea.
I think that with the title and everything, this is a very tightly written episode.
Fair.
And there are like some dialogue parts that are very funny. Like when George and Jerry are arguing over idioms.
Sure, yeah. What is a gander?
So who are the guest stars?
So Cindy Ambuel? How would you pronounce this name? Ambuehl. Ambuel? Played Sophie. She was in Jag. She was in a movie called Meet Wally Sparks. And she was in Action.
Oh, wow.
1999's Action. I'm trying to find a copy of Action. It's not streaming anywhere. It's available on DVD on Amazon for $30. And I am
$30?
I'm not willing to pay $30. Harry Woronowitz played Father Curtis. He was in Star Trek Voyager. He was in Star Trek The Next Generation. And he was in Primary Colors. I did include him, although this is his second time in a Seinfeld episode. Because he was also in season 8's The Yada Yada.
As a priest?
As Father Curtis.
Okay.
And then we had, Putty and Kruger. This does sadly mark the last guest appearance.
I was just saying, I was glad Putty's back.
Of your boy Putty.
Because Elaine was dating another guy last episode. And I was kind of sad that Putty was gone.
I do think that, I can't remember if it was Screen Crush or Vulture, but they said that, they were like, this does mark the last and best David Putty appearance. Adding in that he is religious.
In his 10th appearance.
Brings in this depth of flavor to the Putty character that we didn't have before. Where he was just this dumb, hot guy.
Lazy, stupid. You know what I'm disappointed at?
It's a dimension. Sorry.
He didn't say go to hell.
Right, yeah. This was the time.
This was the time.
Maybe previous usage of go to hell didn't have the same impact on audiences and the writers as it did on you.
Although when he said 10 and 2, babe, don't peel out.
Which she does, and then you don't see David Putty in the background. Like, they couldn't even be bothered to like have a stunt double in a 8-ball jacket, blurrily filmed.
So what do you think about finding out somebody is very religious?
I'm always kind of surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I had a co-op student work for me, I think it was 2 years ago, and she was really good, and she had been referred to by like another employee. And so like in the interview I asked, I was like, oh, like, how do you know John? And she was like, oh, we go to the same church. And I was like,
John goes to church?
And this 18-year-old goes to, like, I was like, I don't know. I know people still do it, but I'm always surprised to find out
that people I know do it.
Sure. Yeah.
When they don't have to.
Well, I mean, like you went to church, but like your sense of church is different than like honky church.
Okay. Explain.
There's a like Ukrainian culture and church like it is like wrapped up together, whereas much. Like Canadian culture or whatever, right? Like there's less of a melding of those two things.
There's a separation of church and state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if somebody was Ukrainian, I would almost expect them to like go to church. But if
would you expect them to go every week or just on the holidays like most people do?
How fresh off the boat are they?
In my experience, religion is something that was important to my grandparents' generation. Mm-hmm. And then my parents' generation took us to church because their parents made them. And then no one I know goes to church.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll swing back the other way. Who knows? No, it won't. Can you imagine going to like a Righteous Gemstones kind of mega bucks church with baby what's his name?
I don't. Yeah.
Baby Bobby. What's Walton Goggins' character's name?
I assume Baby Bobby. I don't know. Yeah,
something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. I don't know. Religion's so weird.
I think that other things have replaced the community aspect of it, and that was the only reason that I could see it worth going, is that I knew I would see some of my friends, and we get to tear around the church basement and have cake.
Without community, it's just an old man telling you what to do.
Yeah, exactly. It's a hard sell.
Yeah. Or telling you things that you are doing are wrong.
Yeah. So I wrote down, George says usually at work he's got one good comment and then it gets buried under a pile of gaffes and bad puns. Mm-hmm. Is that how your team meetings go when you tell a joke every day?
So recently, I was relaying the story to someone that I have like a morning stand-up and also an afternoon stand-up, but morning stand-up, and I will finish it with a joke, and I make my jokes, dad jokes, relatively, clean, and, usually punny. And they said, like, why would you do that to your team first thing in the morning? And I was thinking, like, maybe, like, if that's the worst part of their day,
it can only go up.
I'm doing something right as a manager, right? It's only up from here.
Do people laugh, or do they just go, oh, okay, bye, and shut off their video?
There's a combination of reactions, which I think I enjoy. There's a little bit like I think my favorite reaction is the like annoyed laugh, where you get a laugh, but people kind of hate themselves for laughing at your stupid joke.
Mm-hmm. What about the one you told me this morning? Did I annoyed laugh at you?
You were just mad because you let me get most of the way through the joke without realizing that I was telling a joke.
Usually I can tell right away.
Yeah.
But you told an archaeology joke and I was going on an archaeological dig.
This week is the 30th anniversary of them discovering Sioux, which is the most complete T-Rex skeleton that exists.
And this is true?
This is 100% true. That this is the week. It was, I think it was 2 days ago.
Okay.
It was like the 30th anniversary. And they commemorate it every year by throwing a shindig.
I think I said, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you
It's
when you said that.
not a common reaction.
So you prefer dumb and lazy to religious.
So I couldn't not think about, in today's political climate, do you think a network television show would tell these jokes? Or do you think it would like offend?
Well, I was thinking of Community, but that was also 15 years ago. So network TV, I don't know.
I feel like even like 3 years ago, I wouldn't be asking this question.
Yeah, but nowadays you'd probably get your show canceled by the president.
Unbelievable. Anyways, they're like, what's the right word? Not sympathy. They're like look downing on of Putty just because he is religious. I don't think would play.
Well, I think the episode doesn't look down on him. It just, Elaine doesn't understand why he's religious, and he is judging her openly. So he kind of has the upper hand in the whole thing. It's like, hey, go get the paper. Well, I'm not going to do it.
Come on, you're already going to hell.
Yeah. And so at the end, he gets his comeuppance, and the priest tells him he's also going to hell. But they're not crapping on religion, really, or even religious people. I think it's just like Elaine and the others not understanding someone caring that much.
Fair.
Like Jerry's Jewish, but he doesn't go to a temple, and he doesn't really practice or talk about it very much.
This is true.
And I think that's the level of religiousness that we're all used to. It's like, oh, well, yeah, well, like, I was born into this culture, and it's fine, but it's over there, right? When I need it. So there it is. Not part of your day-to-day.
I do think that this episode did teach me what a Jesus fish was.
Yeah.
I think, teenager Derek did not know by this point in his life or really see them. Like, they're not super common.
I've seen a lot of them, but I was jealous that the churchies got this cool symbol because it's easy to draw. And I was like, well, I want a symbol on my car. I'm not going to put a Jesus fish on there, but like, what am I going to stick on there? The cool S?
But is it a Darwin fish?
I don't know.
I mean, when it has like feet.
I honestly believe that Nintendo has taken the place of religion in my life.
Did not know where the sentence was going.
When you talked about Darwin fish, and I said I honestly believe that something.
Yep.
Like the all-powerful figure that I grew up with was Mario, not Jesus.
He's the one who ultimately judges you and determines
he saves
eternity
everyone
for your mortal soul.
He saves the kingdom. He comes back from the dead. He is a dinosaur friend.
I think objectively, like we talked about it last week, and objectively, if you told people, hey, your dogs and cats aren't going to be with you in heaven, I think you'd have a lot fewer religious people.
Yeah. I laughed when they asked Jerry about his new girlfriend. How long have you been with her?
Well, since the last one.
Yeah. There's a little bit of meta self-referential humor in this episode.
I can't remember. I think it was Screen Crush, but they criticized this episode for like, Jerry has run out of excuses for like having problems with women if it's like you call up and just say, oh, it's me. It's like you're done. You have no leg to stand on anymore.
He was willing to accept it's me and a big leg scar.
What he was like quite loving.
Yeah.
Could be a long and fulfilling relationship until
playing chess together.
And he didn't imagine himself as a brain and a penis.
Yeah. The whole going on a high note was really good. I
Mm-hmm.
laughed every time George managed to say the line and then arms up in the air. Well, that's it for me.
I did like kind of try this for a while in my life, but I
Yeah.
would leave and then kind of get bored, and then sometimes went back.
What it's like to parties and stuff?
Yeah.
You could just leave the room and go to a different, I don't know. You don't have to like leave the party and walk
No,
off
you
into
do,
the
because it's gotta be, you gotta end on a high note. End means over. It is nice that George kind of gets his comeuppance for like the years of being the goof off, and
Mhm.
then he's the one who has to deal with Kruger, who seeming was just eating a giant bowl of icing at a diner when he was supposed to be working. That might be some of the grossest food eating on television.
Yeah. He really like in this episode he is a simpleton, a
Yeah.
child who never grew up maybe. Uh 3 times around, George. No feet. All me.
It's a little, I think, kind of out of character for the Kruger that we've seen. Like previously, he was kind of like an apathetic,
Yeah.
like just completely did not care about anything kind of
Mhm.
boss. And then he's like a 12-year-old boy who didn't take his Ritalin.
Yeah. So going back to Putty, the reason he's back in the picture is that Elaine needed to move a bureau.
Because he's good for, heavy lifting.
Did you notice when they're in their pajamas, you have the same bathrobe as Putty?
I didn't. Was it just blue?
Well, like a deep navy blue,
Okay.
kind of shiny,
Sure. I did. I was too busy looking at Elaine's.
in her granny pajamas.
Works for me.
You know, put your blue bathrobe on and tell me to go to hell.
Tell you to steal a paper.
If I stole a paper and read it and then folded it back up and put it back, is that stealing?
Yes.
I put it back.
I think it's still stealing to you. If you are assigned gonorrhea and then you perform psoriasis of the liver that your friend was supposed to perform, is that still stealing? So what do you think about this whole hiring actors to perform diseases to test students?
When I was a customs officer, they hired actors to come through the fake border with various stuff in their bags or like scenarios in their, in their travel history or something that you were supposed to get out through good interview skills.
I kind of thought that a hospital would have enough patients with real issues
Well,
for the students to diagnose.
they probably have better things to do, like laying in a bed sick, than go through all the medical students. Like, I mean, I don't know. What if no one in the hospital has gonorrhea? Then they just never learn about gonorrhea?
Based off the brief and few episodes I've seen of Scrubs, they like follow a real doctor around and like ask the questions and do like a diagnosis.
Yeah, I think they're still going to do that. This is like the beginning of doctor training. Medical school.
Doctor training.
They're working
Fine.
on their bedside manner in a, in an environment where they're not going to actually.
It seems
hurt
like they're
somebody.
hiring a lot of actors for this. I kind of feel like Jerry's line, do medical schools actually do this? Might have been said in the writer's room
Yeah.
when somebody pitched this idea.
I did like the line, all right, let's practice retching.
Jerry, do you have any Ipecac? I probably also learned what Ipecac was in this episode.
I know what it is because I have the Doctor's Book of Home Remedies. So anytime like there's any discomfort, it's like, did you try Ipecac?
Is that a thing that they still do? Or are they like, we were wrong to make people throw up so much?
I don't know. Can you still get Ipecac at the pharmacy?
I think so.
Like, how much stuff are you swallowing that exists a liquid that you then swallow to make you barf it up, and they sell it?
Yeah.
Well, I think, is it like an EpiPen? Like, you hope to never use it?
I mean, in theory, you should probably hope to never need any kind of medicine.
Sure.
I think if you just, eat healthy and have a good immune system and don't believe in diseases.
Eat clean.
Yeah. Eat clean. Do a little bit of walking. You'll be fine. Yeah, I think maybe Ipecac is because like for poison control, a lot of times is like, oh, make the person throw up.
Sometimes they're like, don't make the person throw up.
Yeah, that's also a thing. Yeah.
So everyone should have poison control as their speed dial if they have kids.
I did a first aid course before our daughter was born. And one of the things that they said, if you take nothing from this course, take out your cell phone, put poison control's phone number into your speed.
Your local one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like that will save you. And then I remember they talked about how if they drink methanol, you're supposed to give them alcohol.
Were we on this course together?
No,
I don't remember
that.
Okay.
One woman there started like talking about like vaccines, and then the guy got very uncomfortable. But she was pro-vaccine, but he was like, I just don't want to talk about this at all. Anyways, it was a good course.
Well, poison control is still one of the first page.
And we always keep our daughter's favorite vodka on staff on shelf just in case she has
methanol.
Some methanol.
You can drink a little bit of methanol.
I think, I don't know how it came up, but it was like they were like, if you give your child alcohol, you will go to jail unless they've had methanol, in which case poison control will tell you to give them alcohol.
Or the baby's got the croup.
Put a little bit of bourbon and a frozen waffle. Totally fixes them.
So I thought in the synopsis, I thought that it's me when Jerry's girlfriend says it's me was going to be it's not you, it's me.
Oh, yeah. George invented that. This is a different kind of it's me. Like, I don't think you should, like, the offense of the it's me seems like incongruent with their relationship.
The offense that Jerry takes in it?
Sophie takes from Jerry not recognizing that.
Oh, yeah. Like, first of all, it's too short of a clip of someone's voice to fully register who it is. Like, it's just a female voice going, it's me.
Mm-hmm.
That could be anybody. I feel like they have caller ID at this point. And I feel like Jerry would have caller ID. I know he doesn't because he just picks up the phone. But I'm going to look up when that started.
Sure. I mean, like, they have mentioned the internet. So
yeah.
Star 69 was probably a thing. So
but you would have to get a new phone. Like, you need a phone with a
display.
True. Everyone I know, and there aren't many who have a home phone, also have call display and never pick up their home phone because it's always a telemarketer.
Which I don't understand why you still want a home phone.
Emergencies. I maintain it. Okay, we're not going to talk about home phones again.
Did you have any theories as to what the tractor story was before it was revealed? Or were you...
I thought it was sexual. I didn't really think it was going to be gonorrhea. I didn't put it together.
Who has a friend named Rafe?
It's Rafe. It's a very British name. But spelled Ralph.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Voldemort is Rafe Fiennes. But
I thought it was an I.
Like R-A-I-F?
Yeah.
No, it's spelled Ralph. So there's a box of something on Jerry's counter, and it had a slogan on the back, and I read it probably 60 times during the scene. Because when there are words, you have to read them. Like, your brain reads them. And it said, open a box, make up a snack.
Oh, yeah.
And then at the bottom, the possibilities are endless. I think it was Ritz. But it was a huge box of crackers.
Well, I thought it was some kind of cereal.
It was the shape of a cereal box, but it looked like Ritz crackers on the back.
Okay.
How much do you think they paid to have that box in
Well,
there?
probably not a lot, because if they paid something,
Yeah,
it'd
it
be
should
like
say
the classic Ritz logo.
Mm.
I tried to point out, I don't know if you saw it. So there was a scene where Kramer comes in and he's like lamenting the fact that he's been typecast with gonorrhea.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to point out one phrase that I really liked was, well, they gave me gonorrhea again. They? Who's they?
The government?
The government. But then later on, I can't remember what George says, but everybody starts laughing. So he goes out on a high note, and Kramer's drinking a bottle of water, and he goes over and he puts it down on the table, and it like explodes and splashes all over the table. And they just totally continue on with the scene.
I miss that. It's kind of all I have. I think I was just sitting and watching and enjoying it.
Beep, beep, beep.
Back it up.
Back it up. Tractor story. Beep, beep, beep. Tractor story. What are you doing? There was a lot of like reflection, I feel like, in this episode.
Yeah.
And
it was written by a woman.
Mm.
I have one correction from last week.
Okie dokie.
I missed the first headline in the fake newspaper. It was Larry David gets hole in one.
Yeah, they were all Larry David golf related.
Larry David hurts elbow. Larry David never to play golf again.
I was actually thinking about that because he wasn't on staff at this point.
No.
So they were just like...
making fun of him?
Or, I don't know.
Homage / making fun.
I wonder two things, actually. I wonder if, one, he was watching. Like, after you leave it, are you still, like, watching your show?
I assume he still watched it.
The other thing that I was thinking about maybe is, like, at this point, had he been asked to write the final episode, and so, like, maybe he was, like, hanging around in the writer's room.
Oh. Also, like, if you're going to make a headline about someone, it can't be someone in the cast. Like, people who watched Seinfeld regularly would know that Larry David and Jerry Seinfeld created it and that he wrote a lot of it. But I didn't know who he was until Curb.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think even, like, when I was a teenager, if you'd asked me who Larry David was, I would be like, I don't know.
It was just a name that flashes on the screen.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Along with Skip Collector.
Sure.
Remember Skip Collector? I
don't know who Skip Collector is.
Oh my God, he's like a key grip or something on Seinfeld. Best name ever.
Okay. You see, you earlier in this episode said when you see words, you have to read them. I don't think that's the case.
You're not driving around reading every single sign that you see?
No, I'm thinking about arguments I had 15 years ago and better comebacks that I could have used.
And then walked out in victory.
No, hating myself because I didn't use them.
I meant if you'd used them, you could walk out.
Yeah, but no, there's only shame.
Well, the next episode is the bookstore.
Yeah, the bookstore.
Do you remember what this is about?
I do remember. George goes to the bookstore and takes her.
I can't wait.
Neither can I.
Well, bye.
Bye-bye. Believe it or not, this is our podcast. Please subscribe at the end. If you subscribed, we would be happy. Please subscribe to us. Believe it or not, it's our podcast.
Is that a Seinfeld reference?